Hello guys. Well, this is a brief capsule that I decided to record for you, presenting the most important aspects of what we were able to cover despite of all the troublesome situation generated because of the failing connection that we had in the school. We were able to cover part of what was problem solution essay writing. Whenever we talked about this specific type of essay, we had to take into account the components like the problem that we needed to state, usually in the thesis statement, like a brief introduction or opening to what we were about to develop, and the solution or the probable alternatives that we could handle in order to solve that troublesome situation. So this type of essay describes some kind of problem, but at the same time, this offers a solution. This is not merely a descriptive essay. Remember, in the world of essays, there are different variations in terms. This one is a problem-solving one because you offer like the characterization of the problem. That is to say, you show the main features the problem states, but at the same time, you offer probable solutions or tangible, plausible solutions to what is being stated as a problem, okay? To that troublesome situation being presented. As part of the resources we can handle for this essay, we might account for real problems or a response to fiction. Bear in mind that we need different resources to work or to base our essay writing on. We might work on fiction and non-fiction, that is to say, we might work on real problems, real life problems, which is the one we will be working on today in class. Real problems, okay? I will let you see a link that we will be working on during our class session. And also, in another class, we will be dealing with problem solution essay writing in response to a fictional situation. We have factual situation and fictional situation. Factual being real, fictional being unreal. Okay? Let's continue. Let's take a look at a video. This video shows very easy steps. This is the way we're going to be working with this specific type of essay writing, and we're going to start working ever since today. This video has been recorded last night. You can see the light bulb, and sometimes I get puzzled because of the timing, but today we're going to get started working with this kind of essay writing, and these are the steps that we are prone to follow. Overall format for the essay. Let's see. Number 1, introduction. What is the introduction about? It's an outline, background, and aims. The presentation of what we called thesis statement. You need to have a good argument. You need to know what the problem is in order to be able to offer a solution to it. Then we have the situation. It's the background and context to the problem. It's like additional details that are important for the audience, for the reader to get to know and be able to have a better grasping or understanding of the whole scenario. Then we have the problem per se. What is the problem and what are the effects to those problems? We are going to have a solution. Obviously, when we talk about a solution, we might have 2 or more potential solutions, as I said beforehand. We might also have something covered in our essay writing, which is called evaluation. Evaluation, don't you think about quizzes, which by the way, we're going to have one weekly. Evaluation is how effective the solutions we are proposing can be, okay? The effectiveness of solution given and which is most effective. Remember, we might have Alternative 1, 2, and 3. Chances are that solution number 1 is the most effective one because solution number 2 and number 3 depend on outer factors. You have to be consistent and you have to show this why. Okay? And finally, we need to have a conclusion. We have to draw a conclusion. This is summarizing all the main points. Synthesize the information. That is the format that we are going to follow in this specific type of essay. Okay. That being said, as I said beforehand, with this video, this is the way we're going to develop our class. So pay attention, please. That's it. We're going to work on 10 steps. Those 10 steps we have to have a prior preparation. Preparation is something necessary, is basic, okay? A good preparation because you need to have prior information before dealing with the subject matter. Read the articles, discuss them with your peers, understand the key vocabulary. If there's something that you don't happen to understand, try to make connections. When you study the first years of junior high, you study, for instance, that you make logical connections whenever you're reading a text. You can make connections to self and make connections to the world. So this is part of the preparation whenever you are writing an essay. On step number 2, what we have to bear in mind is the causes and the impacts of the question that we have. We have to highlight, give importance to keywords, and think of synonyms. Synonyms are very useful. In fact, back in the days where I studied English, we used to have thesaurs. They were like dictionaries, specialized in synonyms and antonyms. Variations in the style of writing are essential in this kind of essays. Okay, in step number 3, we need to brainstorm. What is to brainstorm? When you brainstorm ideas, it's when you have several ideas on your mind. Maybe I can offer this solution. Maybe I can talk about this alternative. Or, what would it be if I apply this or this or that? Spend 5 minutes at so doing, write down your own thoughts, and then we need to work on the editing process. Yeah, editing. We sort of have the first draft. In the first draft, you can even scratch what you're writing. But when you're ready to edit, you proofread. Whenever you proofread, it's because you make the material more understandable, more concise, and more tangible to others. Step 4, read and summarize each extract. Who are the authors of the article? If you're talking about an article. If we're dealing with a video, what is the video about? What are the problems? Okay? What are the solutions? We need to highlight the keywords and again, think of synonyms. These are easy steps for us to follow during our class and the process of essay writing that we are about to have. So, on step number 5, plan your essay and do not stress. Cool it off. What are the problems? Take that into account. Bear that in mind. Whenever you conduct an essay writing, you need to have structure in your brain. What are the solutions? Think about the probabilities that you happen to have facing that troublesome situation. And add your own ideas. Be creative. Okay? Obviously, it needs to go along with what you're saying. It needs to be coherent. On step 6, write an introduction and remember the basic words. Basic words: what, why, where, who. Typical words that we need to rephrase. Step 7. Write the body of the paragraph. Remember, a clear topic sentence as an introduction. The supporting evidence. Whenever you have the supporting evidence, is the part in which you describe the problem and you offer a solution. And finally, you have a concluding sentence. Conclusion drawing. What could be the assets of that solution that you offered? Step 8. Have an effective organization. Link ideas. Use paragraph hooks. That is to say, ideas that can help you link, connect ideas with one another. Use a range of vocabulary and use cause and effect phrases. We will be revising connecting words as well because I think it's quite necessary. Step 9. Have a short conclusion. And finally, on step number 10, check your essay and remember, spelling is important, needs to have good academic style, and the citations, if you have quotations, you have to quote it correctly. That being said, this is going to be our subject matter. We are going to be dealing with jealousy. This is a practical approach, and this is the link that we will be working with. Don't worry, I will share the link on the main page of your Google Classroom, and this is the development of our class today. Nice to see you, and let's proceed.